Good evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your Ask Trading Mentor's free trading video for Wednesday, October 26, 2011. Today we had a total of 11 executable trade signals for a max potential of 42 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups and give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, we had a large gap up this morning, and as soon as we opened, we kind of went up and retested our Globex highs that were made just prior to the open, and then the market started selling off extremely quickly. And actually, when it crossed down through this moving average, they covered so many points in such a short amount of time. That would be the typical time when we look for an extension entry. And if you took the extension entry, you did get targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 10 ticks. However, there was also a normal entry there that would have given you a few more ticks, but because of the speed of this move, you would have been looking for that extension. And so we'll go ahead and mark the lesser of the two as far as a profit, and we'll say that the extension was hit, T2 plus 10. The market basically started continuing to make a series of lower highs and lower lows. We did shoot across the moving average right before the 10 o'clock news time frame, and it did give a signal long entry. Now that signal, it didn't even get its first contract off, and then the news came out and it sent it into, so it was a full stop out on the long, and then the news sent us into a signal short, which ended up producing targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside. So a little whipsaw action right there with the news right at the 10 o'clock time reversal time frame. And a lot of times what will happen, the market pushed up at the 10 o'clock time frame, it did a resumption of trend, so continue to push us down. So we would expect this market to continue to fall until the 10:45 confirmation time. So you can see the market is trading off. We go down, we actually fill our 415 gap and start doing a little sideways consolidation there. And during that consolidation time, we did get a signal long, did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 6 ticks, came down quickly through the moving average after that long signal, produced a extension short, targets 1 and targets 2 for 5 ticks, and then we come to the 10:45 confirmation time. Now during this confirmation time, the market didn't even bounce. It we passed right to that time frame. There was a little bit of an uptick there, but there was definitely some extreme negativity in the market through this time period. So they didn't bounce the market, and you can see right at that reversal time as well, we were also looking at the Globex low and the previous day's lows, and that combined with the reversal time, you would have expected the market to have bounced there and maybe created a move up through its moving average. That did not happen. The momentum continued to the downside, and actually shortly thereafter, so it was actually about 25 minutes later, or 10 minutes later than you would have expect to happen, there was an extreme tick reading. This move down here produced a extreme tick, which is a typical reversal time. Now had this happened just 10 minutes earlier, it would have been obvious, but the market, we had to wait for it to shoot up through the moving average, see a little bit of resistance at those previous day's lows, Globex low, and on the pullback, that's when we got our signal to get long, and that did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 11 ticks, and then we were basically at that point moving into the 11:15 reversal time. You can see on 11:15, just like that 10 o'clock, it did a little pullback and then a resumption of trend. Now this bounce, not only was it a low tick reading, if you look over on your daily chart, that was also a 10-period moving average on the daily, right at the same time we were printing that, at the same time we were touching that level. That was the 10 EMA on the daily chart, a level of support, and that added to the bounce and the potential. Now, did we expect it to bounce all the way back up to the open? Not a chance, but the market did find some legs, and we continue to make higher highs, higher lows. You can see we made it right into the 12:10 reversal time. It started a little bit of a pullback based off that 12:10, and here we are, 1:15, a resumption of trend. Came through our moving average, and this move was so fast, even looking for an extension, it didn't meet our rule sets and our parameters, and so we missed that move to the upside. and then it started to take a little bit of a pause right around this daily pivot. It had the big bounce off the low tick we talked about, the 10 EMA on the daily chart, came down, did its pullback during lunchtime, hit its reversal, pushed up faster than we could even catch it. Sideways consolidation, you would assume, just like a sprinter, it's just catching its breath for a move higher. Unfortunately for us, during that little pause, we actually got a signal to go short, and it goes against what we would think on a longer term basis, but taking the signal, you would have got a stop out T1 minus 2, and then as it popped through the moving average, you did get the signal long and the resumption of trend as expected with the direction of the market at the time. Targets 1, targets 2, 11 ticks to the upside. Into the 2:30 reversal time, you can see it pulled back. Again, another resumption of trend right at 2:30. We did have a signal to get short that kind of interfered with that. That did, similar thing with that previous trade. Sent in a signal. First contract was off, T1 minus 2. When that got stopped out, that went into a signal long coming out of that reversal time frame, and that did hit targets 1 and targets 2 for 13 ticks, and we were right back up to the open. And if you're watching the price action after that, you had this little pull down. It gave us another signal short, again fighting the trend since that morning reversal, and T1 minus 2, only to see the market push higher in the 3 o'clock time frame. So today was a day of two moves. It was basically, we had that strong push down in the morning. Sorry about that. We had the strong push down in the morning, hit a key support level on the daily chart, 10 EMA, at which time we had an extreme tick reading, did a complete about face. We broke the swing highs that were established. If you look at maybe like a 5-minute chart, you can see that major swing high. We broke through right about 1:30, and then that sent us into a series of higher highs, higher lows for the remainder of the day, and we hit some larger swing upside targets. So 11 trades today, 42 ES ticks. I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room and video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.